channel message that I got for you, Capricorn, didn't come from a card. It just literally kind of floated into my mind like this. That looks a little bit Magic Mike. What could your channel message be? No, it's very PG, honestly. It was a white feather going like this, coming in, and for some reason it just said fresh start. But also it kind of turned into a leaf. It's a bit like one of those fever dreams you get, you know, where things happen and things morph into other things. So from that, I'm taking fresh start, okay? Kind of makes sense because we're sort of quite near to your season. And I have a theory about star signs that your season is very challenging. I don't always think your season is like, woohoo! You know, it's me, it's my birthday season. It's more, wow, magnified. Now I know things are getting real. I can do what I've been planning. And Capricorn's planned for a very long time. Let me have a look at, yes. Now, do you remember we talked about a few times being a mountain goat, being like an earth goat, or being a sea goat? Interestingly, we get the mountain, okay? Now, all Capricorns have a bit of mountain goat in them. Because if you ever watch a documentary on them, you will look at the bloody landscape that they go to, and me having a bit of a fear of heights, I'm like, oh my God, but they get the job done. You know, they're hardy as hell, feisty, hardy, determined. The climb is daunting, but the view from the top is worth it. I'm gonna say, and it's not tough love because I'm talking to Capricorns and Capricorns are tough, but I'm going to say things are going to get real, and I think it's about time they did. Okay, let's take one of these for you. So we have the mountain. We know that as we come into 2026, things are waking up. They're waking up for you, and other people are waking up to you. Oof. Lost compass. I've never seen this card before. Getting back to integrity. Now, integrity is a big part of being a Capricorn at any time. But sometimes as a Capricorn, you have to sort of, I don't know what the word is, you sort of have to bide your time, don't you? Because you can't always be climbing a mountain or you're just going to collapse. There have to be periods of time as well where you're sitting back, where you're letting someone else get ahead, where you're reading the room. My cats are going to come in and out, by the way. As soon as I start doing a tarot reading, it's like, I'm coming in, I'm going out. I'm coming in, I'm going out. Or I'm going to stick my head through the cat flap and make the clicker go click, click, click. Am I coming in? A bit like Schrodinger's cat in a cat flap. I'm going to take one more of these. So we've got lost compass, getting back to integrity. This is getting back to the main reason you were on the path that you were on. For some reason you had to sideline and you had to like sit on a bench, eat some sandwiches, bide your time, come in, why don't you? Just like, no, I don't think I will. Oh, yes. Ooh, this is a big one, as the actress said to the bishop. We get the Fool's Embrace. Let me just cover up the bottom because of YouTube. Transmuting pain. Pain is fuel, and it better had be, because you've been experiencing, I can't speak at the moment. You've been experiencing it since 2019, okay? I want to take one more and then we'll get to the tarot cards, and you're having Divine Deco Tarot because, it's elegant and that's what I felt you needed. That one. Oof! Who else got this? Someone else got this. Might have been Scorpio. You get Root Girl. Hello, Root Girl. The disowned self. Right, okay. Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain, and Root Girl, they go together. It's like there's been a process going on inside the interior of your life, which is about to now show itself. And it is a new beginning, it is a new start, but it's not glitter and unicorns, woohoo, a fresh start. You know, it's not as simple as that. Of course it isn't, because it's you. It's more complicated, but it's more worthwhile. Okay, it's not shallow. It's not, you know, ooh, a fresh start, ta-da. It's more, this has landed. You know, this has landed. Oh, nice. Let's take a couple of cards for the overall energy. Mountain, Lost Compass, Root Girl. What's at the bottom? Eight of Pentacles, good. Work. You're good at that. You know this. This is Sun in Virgo, which is a sign, it's like a sister sign to you. It's elegant work. It's graft. You're good at graft. Do you like my nails, by the way? This is infinity with stars. I know. So, graft is king. We know this. You're good at it. I'm also getting a message for you. I'm getting a lot of channel messages for you, actually. Now the work begins. And this could be in any part of your life. I'm going to say all of your life. Second half, we're going to look at love and relationships. Okay, speaking of which, Page of Cups. Oh, too many cats. Page of Cups, something coming in. Okay? When it's the Page of Cups, and it's giving me an itchy nose, and that's good, it's not fully formed. It's like the beginning of something. So it can be an apology, it can be an idea, it can be an offer. It's normally coming into you from somebody else because it's an offering, you know, but it's like a kernel. I'm getting a lot of seed and acorn type feelings about your life at the moment, which we will wonder why about in a minute. Okay. Next card we get is this gorgeous Two of Wands. Getting out onto the ledge and contemplating. Now, it's not yet, as you get this message, it is not yet time to make the leap into the next step of your journey. But it's definitely time to be lacing up your boots or lacing up your hooves or whatever you want to say, okay? You can feel it. You're right. You're going to see signs of it. You're going to see weird signs, whether, you know, whether it is feathers for you or whether it is whatever, you're going to see signs of it. Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. There have been silent battles going on all around you. This could be at work, it could be with family, it could be in your relationships. They've been under the radar. People often mistake Capricorn's ability to read the room. I would, but I have my Moon and Mars in Capricorn, and of course the boy's fairy godfather is a Capricorn, one of my oldest friends. So I get to, Capricorn and Pisces get on pretty well. So they work together very well as well. So I get to kind of see how Capricorns operate. And Capricorns have a unique ability to be very direct, but also to sense what's going on underneath and to know your timing is very good. And that's probably to do with Saturn. And I don't know if Saturn is old father time, but I think it is. That's just me guessing because I haven't got my moon diary. I'm going to drop the F-bomb in a minute with these cats. Hi, Biggie. That's Biggie Smalls. Hi. It feels like your version of divine timing, which is you're going to deliver something or you're going to receive something. It's very direct. It's fairly solid. It could be a new job. It could be an award. It could be moving up an echelon somehow. And it's something you've worked for. It's something that you've at times given up on with this root girl, the disowned self. you've given up on it for some reason, maybe to do with other people telling you, often this is at a younger age, but other people telling you, you know, not everybody gets to do that. Not everybody gets to do that for a living. Not everybody gets to have the happy ever after. Not everybody gets the true love. Not everybody gets X, Y, and Z. Well, you do. It's been a while. It's been a bit of a 5-year nightmare, as we know. You do, but also you need to navigate right. Particularly if it's to do with work matters, negotiating matters, family matters, those sorts of things. Okay? I'm going to take a couple more cards on this and then we're going to look at love in the erection section. Do hype the video if it's resonating. It is brilliantly helpful to the channel. It is, if you're on a phone, hit the like button and then you'll see remix, clip, a load of other things. Go like that, you'll see hype and you can hype the video. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. The fight is real. Okay, it is behind the scenes. It does involve a level of secrecy, a level of timing, a level of maneuvering, all of those things you're very good at. People think you're not and they're sleeping on it, but you're not. So use that as your cover. Use other people's confidence, arrogance, whatever they're watching is the wrong thing to be watching. Let them keep watching that while you're making your moves behind the scenes, okay? We've got the 5 of Wands, which is like the 5 of Swords. 5s are disruptors. And somebody doesn't want you to get the answer, or somebody doesn't want you to be on the right track, and they're trying to just distract you off it. And their behavior might seem like caring, it might seem like offering advice, but what it's really doing is dragging you down the wrong path. We've got the Queen of Cups here, and I want to take another card on her. Yes. I'm going to take that card, obviously. Yeah. You are the Queen of Cups in this instance, and it's not normally associated with Capricorn. I suppose you should be the Queen of Pentacles. Not in this reading. This is about, and this is the card I got for it, which is the Seer. Oh yes. Supernatural insight, knowing, reading the room. Carry on reading the room. Use your psychic superpowers to know when to strike, to know when to speak up, to know when to make your move. I'm just looking for your deck for your love reading. Here we are. To know when to make your move. Okay? Remember that feather turning into a leaf, and that's also about transmutation, transmuting, okay? You're transmuting pain into power. Woof! I got to write that down. Hang on, your love reading is on its way, but I'm just grabbing a pen. I know that I should be prepared, Capricorn, but those of you that have watched me for a while will know that I never am prepared. Ever. And now I've got nothing to write on. I'm in a kitchen with no notebook in it. Hang on. I'm writing it on a shopping receipt. I can't even remember what I said now. Yes, I do. Got it again. It just went. Okay. Oh, God. I've got one of those pencils. Pain into, it's very important. One of those pencils that's like really doesn't write properly on a crappy, it's like writing on bog roll with a crayon. Right, let's stick that there. It's better than nothing. Love. Chicka. Let's see if we can make this the most hyped video that I've got. Hype. There is a leaderboard somewhere, which, me being me, I can't find it. I could be top of that bad boy and I wouldn't even know. Anyway, love. Love, Minnie. Ah, straight out with the 9 of Cups. Woohoo! That's very nice. Let's have something else to go with it. That's nice too. Okay. Itchy nose. There will be an extended love reading, me and you, side by side. 9 of Cups, Jupiter in Pisces. What do you want? And the opportunity to either shape something into what you want or make something into what you want. Now, here's the hard bit. Sometimes, in order to make something or shape something into what you want, you've got to say goodbye or cut away what you don't want. Okay? This is about your heart's desire. Jupiter in Pisces is all about expansion and unconditional love and that real sort of what the heart wants. Sometimes, if things are complicated, or if it's more of a situationship, or if it's hot and cold, which I'm feeling a bit for some reason here, sometimes we get caught up in the surprise mechanics of it all. And that's what they use for games like computer games, when they're trying to sell skins to kids, you know, when they're trying to sell extras in the game to kids. And it's like the surprise mechanics is what they call it. But it's that Pavlovian response that we have when something is offered and taken away. You know, that experiment with the dogs where you give the dog a treat and the dog works for the treat. And then you give the dog the treat, sometimes intermittent reward, and it works even harder because sometimes it doesn't get the treat, and it triggers something in the chemistry that makes you go, oh my God, I must work twice as hard. Must get back to the time when I have the treat. So let me know in the comments if this is where you're at. For some of you, you need to decide if that's where you're at, or whether this is a genuine thing, heart to heart. Remember heart to heart? Morning, darling. They used to have those enormous snogs, didn't they? Oh, 1980s telly snogs. If you know, you know. So this is about finding out whether a relationship is genuine, or looking for a genuine relationship if you're single. And if you have been experiencing relationships that have been on the shallow side or seem to be one thing and turned out to be another. The difficult thing about that, but probably easier for Capricorn than it is for other signs, is that you had a part to play in that. And that's not the same as saying it's your fault. There's no room for it's your fault. It's just to do with the two common denominators, you half of them. And often the biggest changes or the biggest leaps that we make in love is when we examine our part in something, especially if we don't want to. Capricorn's very good at appraising themselves though, so I think you can do that. Hierophant, commitment. What do I want? Do I want commitment? Surprisingly, Capricorn is very good at having a fling. If it's just going to be a fling, they can do that. But generally, apart from, you know, younger Capricorn, good at flings, older Capricorn knows what a fling is and knows what the real thing is. And usually, you know, after a certain point, probably wants the real thing. But I can't put words into your mouth. You know what you want. And whether this is a current relationship, your next relationship, you must see it for what it is. That's really important. Yeah. The 8 of Cups. And if it is not up to snuff, as my mum says, you'll have to walk away, because this is a fresh start. And like I said, not in a greeting card, glitter and unicorns way, but in a real way. And you can't be dragging someone's sorry ass over the line if they are not part of your future plan. Okay? Two of Swords. Probably this is not an immediate thing. This is a process that's taking place over the next few weeks. So this is not sudden information. Oh, for Christ's sake. Ooh, that's nice. Hang on. I just saw what it was. This is not sudden moves, okay? This is a process. Page of Cups. Again. So we now have two. If you are having to walk away from somebody, don't worry, you're leaving a space for something great to come into your life, okay? Either way, this is a very nice card to get, because especially in a love reading, because somebody's bringing something here. It can be an apology, it can be a message, it can just be asking someone out on a date, you're getting asked on a date, or someone is just leveling up a bit in the feelings department. But either way, we'll take it. It's really nice. But remember, it's the beginning part, okay? Why is she here? Then we get the Queen of Wands. Now, we have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups in one reading. There may be some rivalry around your work life, your love life, any part of your life. Be ready. Do I want to say be ready to fight? No, I don't mean be ready to fight, but look, know the rules of the game, okay? And make sure you win. Just saying, got my moon in Capricorn, is what it is. Oh my Lord. Now we got the Queen of Swords coming out. Boundaries, truth. Everyone except the Queen of Pentacles. That's interesting, isn't it? Woo! With the King. Now I'm liking this. King and Queen of Swords out together. That does not happen very often. I am clear about what I want. I have good boundaries. I'm clear about what I want. I have good boundaries. We're clear about what we want. This is the truth. I like that. It can be quite difficult. King of Swords can be difficult. Flippin' heck. King of Cups. Okay. We've got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. For a few of you, your love life could be connected with other people. Obviously, there's like a bit of a dramatis personae going on here, a bit of a cast. Also, there are decisions to make in your love life about, and this is weird because you would think that it's an involuntary, just happens thing, but it's not. About who you are and what kind of love you want, you know, whether it's love that is very much along this intellectual level or love that is on this very romantic level or somewhere in between. We also get the Four of Swords and we get the Six of Pentacles, which means either way, it's very important for you to assess what someone is bringing to the table. You're a Capricorn, I know you're bringing something to the table. They are on the other side of this, and you're measuring according to whether your heart's ruling your head's ruling your heart. Only you can make that decision, but you're ultimately prepared to walk if it isn't paving the way for that, okay? Capricorn, I'm going to go and do the extended reading right now. I'm going to choose a deck for you, a deck for your person, and do a mirrored side by side you and me reading, okay? The link for that is in the description box. I will see you on the other side. Namaste.